For all you guys using Teams to try to interact with your students while we're at home, I wanted to show you guys just a couple things. This is just a class sandbox, which means it's just a play area. So I'm going to use this as a way just to try and show you guys a couple things. But let's say you want to meet with your students live. You've reached out to your students. If you're using Teams, you can throw posts in this in the post sections of your general tab. Any of your channels has a post section, but the general tab is typically everyone's landing page. And you're going to tell your students, hey, at 8 o'clock every morning we're going to meet, or during second period, whatever time. If you want to do a live meeting, you're just going to come down here and click Meet Now. Now, when I click Meet Now, you're going to see my camera comes on, and it gives me the opportunity to click Meet Now. And when I do that, it's going to put a link in this tab right here that says Posts. It's going to put a link that says Meeting has started, and ask your students if they want to go ahead and join it. So I can go ahead and add a subject. This is going to be Chapter 21, Discussion 1. All right, I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to click Meet Now, and it's going to show me. I can turn that off. I can turn that off if I don't want other people to see. You can see that I have some other teachers in there that I threw in there just to beta test this. But I'm going to go ahead and leave my camera on. The share button is the one that you guys are going to want to use the most. When I click share, it brings up my desktop. It also brings up the applications that are open within my desktop. And then it also brings up some of the files that I have in this team already. So I have these files. These are my recent PowerPoint files. I can also just bring up a whiteboard, but I'm just going to share my screen. And when I click that, it's going to bring up everything that's on my screen, and I'm going to click on OneNote, and this is where I keep my lectures, but you could click on PowerPoint if you wanted. It doesn't matter. I just like OneNote because then it gives me the opportunity to annotate. And I'm doing a live presentation with my students. My students now see what I'm seeing because I used the share feature here. You can see that I'm currently sharing. That's what this bar around the screen tells me. And if I click on that, I can stop sharing. However, if you want to make this available to students later, or you want students that miss the live event, if you click on these three dots here, you can also start the recording. So I'm going to start the recording and then go to my OneNote, and then this gives me the opportunity using the annotation features to annotate on the slides. If you have a stylus, you can write, or you can just write with your finger like a lot of us do. But it allows us to at least go through some different content. Again, this is a PowerPoint lecture printed into OneNote. It's pretty easy to do. Open your PowerPoint, hit print. Under list of printers, print to OneNote is usually one of the options. But you could also just have a PowerPoint presentation up. When you're done, you're going to come back down, and I'm going to click on my Teams call here, and I'm going to click Stop Recording. When I click Stop Recording, it's going to automatically, and I'm also going to quit sharing my screen, it's going to automatically move your recorded presentation with all of anything that was on your screen, all of your annotations, as well as any conversation your students had. If you have students in here, it's going to move that to stream. Now, one of the things, if there are people in your call, if this is your list of people, there'll be a little button right up here that says mute all. And when you click that, it's going to mute all of those students. Now, they can unmute, but you can quickly mute them back again. And you can just tell your students, hey, don't unmute unless you have something to say. You don't want a whole bunch of students with their microphones on, because you'll hear all kinds of stuff in the background. So I'm going to go to Microsoft Stream, and that's in Office 365. You just go to office.com, use your district email and password. If you don't see Stream in your list of current apps, just click All Apps. It's alphabetical, so right down here, I'm going to click on Stream. When Stream comes up, I'm going to go to My Content and click Videos. And we're going to see that Chapter 21 discussion, there it is. It's already in there. If I click on it, it's going to allow me to play it. And you can see that it's going to go ahead and show everything that I already have. Turn my volume down here. My annotations are there. The students can play that back. But let's say you want this lecture to go out to multiple teams. So I'm going to scroll down here and these three little dots. I'm going to click that and I'm going to add to a group or channel. So my teams are all called 0181. So I'm going to add it to period 1. I'm going to go 0181. I'm going to add it to period 3. I'm going to go 0181 and I'm going to add it to period 8. I click save, and now if I look at my linked groups, not only is it in this sandbox that I created it, I could have created it in period 1 and then saved it to the rest, but now here it is to all of those students. And so now all of my students have access to that same lecture. I don't have to keep doing it over and over. So if I just want to go into one of my channels and hit meet now and record and then share my screen and then do a discussion or a lecture if no students are on, once I'm done recording, it goes into stream. Now I can simply go back to Teams. And so I'm going to go to a list of teams here in that call. I'm going to go to all teams and I'm going to go to period 1 and I'm going to add this as a stream. I'm going to go back to Microsoft Stream here and click share and copy this link. I'm going to paste that there. There's the video, chapter 21, discussion 1, and hit save. And now when my students come to the general channel, they'll see a tab called chapter 21. They can just hit play right there and it's going to play right inside that screen. And so it's going to stream inside that screen. They don't have to go anywhere. They're able to see everything that I did. They'll hear my voice. They'll see my annotations. And that's just a really quick and easy way to get content into Teams using the Meet Now feature from your Conversations tab. Hope this helps someone. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. You can message me on Teams or shoot me an email. And good luck out there.